Did you know that Caipirinha, Brazil's national cocktail, owes its existence to Portuguese settlers? A fascinating journey of flavors begins in the 16th century when Portuguese voyagers set foot in Brazil. They carried in their knapsacks lemons, limes, and sugarcane. These ingredients, seemingly mundane, were destined to concoct Brazil's most iconic drink. The settlers' penchant for utilizing every resource sowed the seeds for the creation of the Caipirinha. So, the Portuguese settlers planted the seeds quite literally for the Caipirinha we know and love today. Have you ever pondered about the origins of the alcohol in Caipirinha? Let's take a journey back in time to when the Portuguese settlers first arrived on the shores of Brazil, bearing with them sugarcane, a crop they would soon cultivate across the new land. Known for their resourcefulness, these settlers ensured nothing went to waste. Back in their homeland, they had already been transforming grapes into a fiery liquor known as aguardente, using a special distillation process. Once they set foot in Brazil, they employed the same method on the sugar cane they had brought along, giving birth to a potent spirit they fittingly named pinga. As time passed, this fire water evolved into what we now famously know as cachaça, termed as the Portuguese settlers were thus not only responsible for bringing the ingredients, but also the distillation knowledge that led to the creation of cachaça. So how exactly did the Portuguese influence the creation of the Caipirinha? Well, it all began with the Portuguese settlers who introduced lemons, limes, and sugarcane to Brazil. These not native to the land and were brought by the settlers for cultivation. But the Portuguese, being the resourceful people they were, didn't just stop there. They took their knowledge of distilling grapes and applied it to the sugarcane, creating a fiery spirit known as cachaça. Blend these elements together with a dash of sugar and voila, you have the birth of the Caipirinha. And that, my friends, is how the Portuguese settlers shaped the creation of Brazil's national cocktail, the Caipirinha.